pardon me. I thought I'd see what was on the radio. I made the mistake of trying to watch the news on the television, and it made me want to go back to listening to the radio. Have you tried watching the news lately in the human world? Have you tried? Man, I made the mistake of trying to watch the news the other night, and well, the news was like, seemed like about 14 minutes of "We are the news, we bring you the news, stay tuned for more news, we're the best with the news, don't go away from our news, coming up, news, we bring you the world's thinnest surviving women reading the news." And finally you get a little bit of news, but by then you're so exhausted from the hard sell, "We are the news" kind of announcements, you know. Imagine if I did a creepy cheapie where I spent 15 minutes saying, "We're going to talk about masks today, Halloween masks, the art of masks, we love masks, we're going to talk about making and then for 1 minute I said, "Oh, here's a mask, that's a nice one, goodbye." That's kind of what it's like watching the news. So I'm going to go back to the old-fashioned way and keeping up with the times with the good old crystal ball. The heck with the CBS News and all those places. I guess that's where you look if you want a CBS. But anyway, today's mask here on Creepy Cheapies is another werewolf, or, well, I think he's a werewolf. He claims he isn't. See what you think. This came out in time for Halloween of 2025, but just barely. It came out late in the year, and not everybody was able to score one. It's from October with a K. It's from October Studios, late 2025, and it's called The Night Hound. Wow. Now, you could say he's just another werewolf mask, but look how excellent the sculpting is. Look how superb the molding is, how they got all this out of a mold, the teeth and the tongue and all that jazz. And look how nice the hair is, and nothing has been done to this one. This isn't a customized, this is straight out of the bag, okay? Now, as for his werewolf status, I think he looks like one of those guys, well, you know, along the lines of American Werewolf in London or The Howling, that kind of thing. Yeah, but he says he's not. He says he's only a night hound. The Night Hound. Why are you a night hound, and why would that not be a werewolf? Oh, okay. He says the werewolf only looks like only looks really cool about 3 nights every month, but he looks like this all the time. Well, what about during the day if you're a night hound? Why aren't you a... Oh. Not very good with explanations forthcoming, this guy, but he says he meant to be a day hound, but all he could get was the night shift. The night shift. Remember that song? All he could get was the night shift. No, it's a song. It was a song reference. I'm sorry, it was a reference to a song. People know the song, yes. The Commodores. Sometime in the 80s, I think. It's a classic, trust me. Anyway, the Night Hound, who says he looks like this all the time because he thinks you should wear him in the daytime and not just at night and not just during a full moon and not just on Halloween. He wants you to just go around and wear him while you're, you know, driving the bus or whatever it is you're doing. Yeah. That's what he thinks. And he's got wonderful little beady eyes. Look at those little red, shiny, sparkly eyes. And you can probably tell if you were wearing him, you'd be seeing out of cuts right above those eyelids. And I have a shiny plastic head form in there, so you might be able to see a little reflection that will show you where the eye holes are. He's got a great mouth. He's one of those mouths that you could use as a puppet. Hey, kids. Could you sing The Night Shift? No. Okay. Kind of got that talking dog effect going on, doesn't he? You know? What covers a house? Roof. Yeah. What character was Jackie Gleason best known for? Ralph. Who was the weird foreign kid on Ed, Ed, and Eddie? Rolf. See, he's good with that. Who played Mr. Sardonicus? Rolf. Very good with that. Who's the brown dog on the Muppets? Ralph. Yeah. See? Pretty good with that stuff. Anyway, you could probably figure out some way to make him talk. You know what I would like to do? I would like to figure out a way to like steady the head, keep it nice and straight and sturdy, and get it to talking, to do a commercial for my Halloween event or haunted house or something, and have him like talking to the camera, because I think he'd be much better than a lot of the news women that I see on television. That, wow, they must have like a sign on the door in the casting office or wherever they hire the newsreaders that says, you know, notice to all females, you must be the same diameter around as your lipstick to qualify to read the news. At least that's what I've found to be the case. For some reason, people who read the news have to be extremely thin people. No, a human female gains 5 pounds and I think they fire her from the news. It's very sad. The human world is kind of strange. I'll explain it to you someday, just as soon as I figure it out. Anyway, his hair is nice and floppy, which means when you're wearing it at Halloween or in your daily capacity at the office, it'll flop around nice and cool. And what do you sell for? About $90, $80, $90? Yeah, $80, $90. Although if you're seeing this many years from now, maybe these are up to $5,000. But when it came out, late 2025, more like $80 or $90, and certainly worth it. He does look a lot like a werewolf, but I think he's one of the best examples of the form, or one of the best examples of the transform. Because as you can see, he's got a very well thought out and planned out and very carefully sculpted, carefully designed, very nicely painted face going on that's better than most of the run-of-the-kill werewolf masks. So I say, yeah, go for the Night Hound. And if you do wear it while driving a bus, remember, I warned you against it. Now, until next time, how we do another week without another creepy cheapie. Well, I know. He doesn't like, you don't like howling. You're a Night Hound. How can you not howl? Oh, well. What the howl? See you next time, kids.